We are live for the first ever Options Virtual Charter School Scoop. That's what we're calling it. It's our monthly podcast, webinar, informational meeting. I'm Chris Trotter. I'm the Director of Strategic Opportunities for the Elkhorn Area School District. And I'm going to hand it over to the Options 912 Principal, Miss Rimey. Go ahead.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Jess Rimey. Like Chris said, I am the 912 Options Virtual Charter School Principal, and I am beyond excited because tonight we have three very, very special guests with us. First off, we have Mrs. Kunitomo. You want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, so my name is Becca Kunitomo. I am new to Options Virtual Charter School this year, and I am the new Student Success Coordinator. So I work with all students who are enrolled in dual credit opportunities at Options.
All right, Kaylie.
My name is Kaylie Michael. I'm a junior in high school, and I study at Gateway Technical College and Northeast Wisconsin Technical College.
All right, Mr. Noah.
I'm Noah. I'm a senior. I attend UW Whitewater and UW Madison, and I specialize in physics.
Amazing.
It is amazing. Wow. So, Kaylie, real quick, I got to ask. You're attending two schools at once? How can you, first of all, where do you live?
I live in Oneida, Wisconsin, and I started Gateway Technical College in my freshman year of high school, and then I've transferred to Northeast Wisconsin Technical College the end of my sophomore year.
That's amazing. So you're in both institutions at once?
Not at the moment. Right now, I'm just at Northeast Wisconsin Technical College.
Got it. That's super cool.
Kaylie, what's your area of focus?
Nursing.
Oh, nursing. That's amazing. What made you get interested in nursing?
About 2 years ago, my grandma fell and pretty much broke off her ankle. So I had to kind of step in and help when she needed it and take care of her and bring her to dialysis. So that just kind of brought me into the field.
No, I appreciate that. That's one of those moments we wish we didn't have happen in our lives, but it does set us off in a positive path of helping others. And so I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. And I think that also just goes to show how your personal experiences can really affect the career that you want to get into in the future. If you find that, in your case, you really like helping care for people, that can lead you into a good career path.
Yeah.
Awesome. So far, Kaylie, you have completed 18 college credits. That deserves a round of applause.
Absolutely. That's amazing.
She is currently taking 11 college credits right now. That is also amazing. That is a tremendous amount of courses right now that you're taking. What are some of your classes?
Right now, I'm focusing on nursing assistant and college 101 and, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, and English composition 1. And then I'll be starting general anatomy and physiology in October.
Perfect. Mrs. Kunitomo, can you give me a little insight for those that may be watching that are like, wait a minute, Kaylie and Noah, they're taking college courses and they don't even have a high school diploma. What's this called and how does this work?
Yeah, so this is called dual enrollment when a student is enrolled in both high school and college. And we have two really good representatives here because they each represent a different program that we have here in Wisconsin. So starting with Kaylie, since she just shared what courses she's taking, Kaylie is going to a technical college, which means she is part of the Start College Now program, which is run through all of the Wisconsin technical colleges. So as a dual enrollment student, you can enroll in college courses. And as you take those college courses and you pass them, you earn credit not only going towards college and going on your college transcript, ultimately getting you a jump start and saving you lots of money on college courses, but those classes also count towards your high school transcript as well. So you're getting high school and college credit at the same time.
That's amazing. And here the awesome opportunity for students to not only engage in their future right now, but also Options Virtual Charter School, we pay for it. We pay for your tuition. We pay for your books. We're here to make sure that your future starts now.
Did you like how I raised my hand?
I love it.
Thank you. Well, you know what blows my mind away, and this is something that Kaylie. So you sought out the Options Virtual Charter School, El Cornelius School District. We're paying for your tuition at Northwest Tech. So you still live in your house, right? You're resident. Here's what people don't realize, and this is something that's super important. At Options in the El Cornelius School District, there's no limits to the number of credits you could take. It is unlimited college credits, and you can just keep going. In fact, our goal is for you, Kaylie, and we'll bring Noah here in a second, to get an associate or even bachelor's degree before you graduate, saving your family tens of thousands of dollars.
Well, we're certainly proud of you, Kaylie, and Noah, we're going to get to you right now, but I just have one last thing. Kaylie, you're going to become a nurse. You're going to school, you're being a teenager, you're being a family member, but there's one very important job that you also have that I feel like our viewers would be super interested in knowing. What do you do for a job right now?
I work for the Green Bay Packers. I work in their restaurant. It's called 1919 Kitchen and Tap. I'm a host there.
That's A, I'm jealous. B, go Pack go. And C, thank you so much for sharing your story, Kaylie.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
You bet. All right, Noah, how are you tonight?
I'm good.
All right, Noah, a former student of mine, so I'm extra proud to have him on the call today. Noah, you're a senior. What institutions have you, at one time or another, taken courses in so far?
So far it's been UW Whitewater, UW Madison, and there's also been, it's only one course, but at UW Extension campus.
Oh, very neat. And here's the big facts right now. This is going to surprise a lot of our viewers here. He has completed 40 college credits and is currently enrolled in 13 college credits. That gets a round of applause.
Absolutely.
Yes,
I got to find some clapping music to put here.
Yeah.
Too many celebrations.
Noah, what has been your favorite part about taking college courses in high school?
I think of course it's helping me towards like when I actually go to college. I think it preparing me for like I know what it's going to be like, I guess, course load. And then it's also given me the opportunity to meet like I know my professors, at least some of them, pretty well, and I think I've gotten some good opportunities from them. Like one of my professors I've done research under, and I'm actually presenting a poster, I believe, at a conference this fall. So yeah,
Wow.
I just like the opportunities.
That's amazing. What is your presentation on?
It's something in physics. It's what Einstein got his Nobel Prize on. I just wanted, the whole point of the research was to replicate his experiment. It's called the photoelectric effect. And yeah.
That's so cool, Noah. We're so very proud of you. I look forward to hearing all about your presentation. What's the future look like in physics? Where do you want to take that?
Well, hopefully I graduate from a good college, and then I want to pursue grad school, and then after grad school, just research.
That's fabulous. Mrs. Kunitomo, we've got two amazing students here, both in very different fields, both receiving college credit, both paid for by the El Cornelius School District. What does it take? What types of qualities in a student does it take to be a part of a program like this?
Yeah, so the cool thing about dual enrollment and dual credit program, so Kaylie's in Start College now, and Noah is a part of the Early College Credit Program, which is taking dual enrollment classes through any of the public or private universities in Wisconsin. And I think the cool thing about the two different programs is it covers a lot of ground where it's a good fit for a lot of different people that have different interests. But overall, I would say it's really important that you are responsible, organized, dedicated to your studies, because these two students are taking college courses at a college. So they're college level classes. Of course, that means they're going to be a little bit more difficult than high school classes. And I'm sure Kaylee and Noah can speak more to it than I can. You really have to stay on top of your schedule. You have to stay on top of your coursework, because when you are attending college classes, you're either going to the campus or you're taking these classes online. So I think it takes a student that definitely has a lot of responsibility and that is very committed to getting their college credits and doing well in school.
Kaylee or Noah, feel free to chime in on this question. I'm just wondering, going through this experience, not a lot of high school students have had this experience that you two have. And I'm wondering, what is a lesson that you've learned that you feel like will benefit you for years to come?
I think personally, like to go with what Becca said, um, I do have to. I think like the responsibility on myself to do the coursework. Like I don't like you're not at class for that long, and a lot of it is on you to like do readings, do whatever it is you have to do, like homework or something. And being able to do that, like finding time to do that because you're not allotted the time is I think that's a big step, a big part.
Absolutely. That time management skills,
Yeah.
it's a lifelong skill. I'm continuing to work on it. So, absolutely. Kaylee, what would you say is a lesson that you've learned?
I agree with both Noah and Becca's statements, but one thing I would like to add is finding time for yourself. That's one of the biggest things that I've had to work on with balancing work, high school, and college. You still have to make that time for yourself and for your family.
Oh,
I have a question. So you guys are in this, like, I mean, I don't think anybody who wouldn't know this is a virtual charter school would think, this is, I'm sure there's kids around the state that are doing this. But what I find to be so fascinating is you're doing it from a virtual experience. You're doing it from two different parts of the state, right? So I guess my question to both of you is, both of you did some, were in a traditional high school or school. What have been the benefits of the virtual experience for both of you? We'll start with Kaylee. Like, what do you like most about the virtual experience?
So I switched to online school in 6th grade, and
Okay.
some of the benefits are for me is like a more flexible schedule, um, not having to worry about like being on time at a right place at the right time. So again, more flexible. That's just one of the main things that I like about online school.
Do you think it decreased your stress level?
Yes. Keeping up with assignments, yeah, you have to count the bus time and like school time. So adding on the extra homework, you have to, it just brings on more stress and less time overall.
No, what about you? Like, what have you appreciated or enjoyed about the virtual experience?
Well, I recently switched just my sophomore year, and I'm just a really big fan of the program that I'm doing, the ECCP Early College Credit Program. It's let me take courses that I think challenge myself, and that I like doing.
That's awesome. So, Mrs. Kunotomo, these students are in pretty high achieving classes. They're virtual. Talk a little bit about, and Miss Remy, chime in, please. Talk a little bit about the supports and how, because if I have a freshman and they're taking college level courses, like it's a pretty big step for the age group. What levels of supports and kind of monitoring and does Options Virtual Charter provide for those for kids stretching themselves?
Yeah, so they have me as a resource at Options. I do regular email check-ins with the students just to make sure that they are staying on top of right now their applications, because applications for the spring semester are due by October. I almost said August, October 1st. And then throughout the semester, I'll be doing check-ins just to make sure all of their classes are going well. If there's anything that they need help with in the beginning of the year, there's often a lot of shuffling around with schedules, and there might be issues with getting books. So they definitely have me as a resource at Options, but they also have a lot of resources at the college that they're attending. So students, they are considered college students, even though they're also high school students. So they get an academic advisor, they can drop into the advising office. And then I know that I really encourage students to be communicative with their professors, because that's the person that's running the class. That's who they really want to make sure that they're staying in touch with and on top of their classwork with.
I think those connections also with their professors and not being afraid to email them or reach out to them. Kaylie in a nursing program, Noah physics, now working with his professor on research. Those are those relationships and those skills that really help you thrive once you get into your program. And I know, just speaking from someone that works with Mrs. Kunitomo, you've got an ally on your side if there's questions coming up. You mentioned October 1st.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say, I am interested in this program. I would love to enroll. I know the option side. The option side is, you'll see at the bottom of this page, I know Mr. Trottier will send it out as well. Go to our website. It's a easy 3-step process to enroll in options. But how do we get registered for a college?
Yeah, so the first step is to reach out to me at Options just to let me know, hey, I'm interested in taking college courses. Is this something that would fit well into my schedule, or how could we make it fit into my schedule? So then I would meet with the student, kind of review what that looks like, review the process. And then it is a little bit different for the two different programs. So for Start College Now, which is what Kaylie is doing at Northeast Technical College, you submit an application. So they have to fill out some personal information, the courses that they are interested in taking, and then that is signed by the student and their parent or guardian. And then that form is turned into us at Options, or me at Options. We sign that, and then I pass that on to whatever specialist we're working with at the technical college. So from there, they get the application, and then for Start College Now, they will reach out to the student and give more information about registering for courses. For ECCP, which is what Noah's doing, it looks a little bit different, not much different, but you're also filling out the form for Start College Now and ECCP. Those forms are due by October 1st for the spring semester. And then once I get the ECCP form, I pass that on to whichever university it is that the student's attending. And then they also have to go ahead and they have to apply to the institution as well and send over their transcript. So it looks a little bit different in that sense, but then once they apply, they get accepted, and then they get to go ahead and move along with that registration process, just like with Start College Now.
And I'm guessing you guide them through, parents, everybody, any questions, you'll be there to support them through that entire process.
Yeah, absolutely. Since I'm new this year, I'm currently working on coming up with all different sorts of checklists and PDFs and things that I can send out. Lucky for Kaylie and Noah, they are seasoned professionals, so I'm sure they have this process down pat.
You bet. The options enrollment process is so fast. I met with 3 families today alone, and they were enrolled in under 8 hours. And then you've got me to help you along that way. And then when it's time to, whether it's Northeast Technical College or UW-Madison, you've got Mrs. Kunitomo to be along your side to get you started with those courses.
I want to give a quick shout out to Mrs. Spendy and Crystal Clark, who gave us some likes. They were definitely likes for when Noah and Kaylie were talking. Obviously, everybody loves to hear from the kids. But if you are on and have any questions, please go into your social media site and post a comment or a question. Those will appear, and I will make sure that those are available on the StreamYard so you can see all of those. So let's kind of pivot a little bit here. Did either of you bring pets to class today? Anybody?
I did. I have a cat somewhere
What?
around here.
Yay.
Let's see. Somebody's a cat person on here.
Oh,
Uh-oh. Look at
aw.
that. There you go. Do you have a name?
See,
Nelly.
you can bring your pet to school.
Noah, do you got any pets?
Yeah, not with me though.
All right, good. I was waiting for you to pull out like a lizard or something, right? You know,
Big
you
gecko
science
Johnson's
guys
thing.
get kind of jacked, but you are on the physical science, not the life science and physics. So I can understand that.
Well, now I want to know what kind of pet it is.
It's a dachshund, a dog.
Oh,
What's the dog's name?
Walter.
Walter. That seems
Yeah.
like a fitting name for a dachshund.
yes, it
Kaylee,
is.
what's the name of your cat?
Millie.
Millie.
Oh.
Mrs. K, I think you had a little kitty that you shared before, correct?
Yes, I have 2 cats, but they only show up at inconvenient times. So naturally, they're nowhere to be found
Do you-
right now.
Do you have names?
Yes, I do. One is named Mika, and then the other one is named Toogie Bean. His name started off as Oliver, and things got out of control. So
That's all right.
At Toogie Bean.
That's all right. We get to personalize our love for our pets. So,
Yes.
Okay.
so all right. Well, Mrs. Rimey, this has been a pretty impressive school scoop. I love the idea. I mean, this is gonna be great. We're gonna do this every month. We want our people to be informed. And for those of you who are on social media, if you're on Twitter or you're on the Options Virtual Charter Facebook, please forward these on to your friends. People from around the state are enrolling. Ms. Remy, where do we have people enrolling from? Can you name a few?
Absolutely. We have students in Bayfield, Wisconsin, Racine, Milwaukee, Green Bay, Wisconsin Rapids, Madison. And we have kids in programs, everything from nursing and physics, like these two, EMS and fire, diesel mechanic, film and music.
Graphic design.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. It really is. Our premier partnerships that we have are pathways for students to really engage in their future now. We pay for it, you earn it, and we're nothing but proud of you for it.
And here's something that I was thinking about that as Kaylee's going through her. Kaylee, do you get your CNA already, or are you working towards it?
I'm currently working towards it.
So you're a junior. So here's what I want you to do, and this is an option. No pun intended. After you're done, you send an email over to Mr. Kaiser or Mrs. Kunitomo, and you say, "Hey, can I take this CNA and turn that into something where I earn money and learn real life experiences?" Yeah, you can. Because what I'll do is reach out to people in your area and see if we can find you a certified nursing assistant job. That is a real opportunity, and it's not just limited to our face-to-face schools. That is something we'll do across the board. So let's make sure we keep that in mind, because it's really important that we give you those opportunities, and we'll do those for all kids. So all right, well, I think we're coming to the end here. All right, I'm going to spring something on you. I like to close with just some little personal things. All right. Favorite movie or show? You could be currently watching it. You've seen it. Noah, favorite movie? Hit me.
It is Good Will Hunting.
Good Will Hunting. Robin Williams, Matt Damon. Pretty impressive movie. What'd you love about that movie the most?
I think it's really just about the psychological aspect of what a person goes through, and I think it shows someone getting better, I guess, and I think that's really important.
Yeah, it's a great movie. Kaylie, show, movie, what are you watching? Give me an update. What do you got? What do you like?
All American. It's a
All
TV show.
American. What's it about?
It's about football, and a boy named Spencer James on his journey, kind of getting better and getting right.
That's
And I like it
awesome.
because it kind of gives me insights on football, where I work for
There
the
you go.
Packers.
What? Where can we find that show? That movie is that or show? Is that Netflix, Disney Plus? What do we got?
Netflix.
Nice. Okay, Becca, here you go. You're up. Favorite movie?
Okay, so I simply cannot pick one, and that is because, well, that's just me, but also because I like the entire Harry Potter movie franchise. I am a huge Harry Potter fan. I've read all the books twice. I've seen all the movies at least 36 times each. So just the whole series.
That's awesome. Jess, you're up. Miss Rimy, hit us. What do you got?
All right, my favorite movie is Home Alone.
Okay, little Christmas movie.
Yes, Kevin, I love it. My favorite show is Gilmore Girls.
Okay, I like it.
I'm
I like it.
constantly ready for it to come back and someone surprise me and say they're coming back 10 years later, reunion show.
I love it. All right.
Mr. Trottier, what's your favorite movie?
Yes.
Or show?
Chris Trottier, here he goes. I think my favorite, so I have some, if I go back, I love some of those 80s, 90s sitcoms. I know most of you weren't around, so don't make fun of my age. I loved MASH. I loved Cheers. I think my favorite Netflix show that I've seen, the series, is Peaky Blinders.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good. And the movie, I'll just give you a quick little hint.
No one knows it right away.
Oh, yeah. Noah, what do you think? Star Wars, buddy?
Oh yeah, I love Star Wars. Big fan.
Well, Noah, I'm old enough. I saw every single movie in the theater. Oops. All right. Well, Noah, Kaylie, we are so proud of you. Thanks for kicking off the Options School Scoop. You guys were amazing. Kaylie, when's the next time you're working at 1919? Saturday. Okay. Packers are on the road, so it'll be a little quiet this weekend, but that's all right. Noah, you got some classes tomorrow?
Oh yeah, 9 a.m.
9 a.m. What are you tackling? Where you got Whitewater?
Yeah.
What's the class?
First class is Methods of Theoretical Physics.
All right.
Ooh.
I think you're probably one of the few on this call who have taken that. So congratulations.
Not me.
Not me.
Me neither.
Yeah.
I love surrounding myself with people smarter than me. So thank you for being on the show. All of you are smarter than me. So Ms. Rimy, Mrs. Kumatomo, any parting words, anything you want to say before we exit for tonight's School Scoop?
I just want to say thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Noah, Kaylie, Mrs. Kunitomo, thank you so much. And on the screen, you will see our website, and check it out. You'll get more information about our school and how to enroll.
Anything else? All right. We've never done this, so I have this whole list of background music that we can exit. I'm going to ask you guys, what do you want me to play? They have rock. They have acoustic cinematic, dance pop, daydreaming, feeding the ducks into space, lofi, night driving. All right. Noah, I'm going to give you your choice. We'll let you pick.
I like some rock.
You want some rock? All right. When you hear the rock, I want everybody to wave. If you haven't, please tune in to another School Scoop. We'll get those out at least a week in advance. Tell your friends, pass the word, follow us on social media. Thank you, everybody, for joining. And on that note, let's end with some rock. Thanks to Noah.